Hi, in this video, let me show you how to use the automatic document feeder, the top document feeder of your Epson EcoTank ET-3950 or ET-3958 printer. So I'll show you how to scan documents using it and get them directly on your phone over Wi-Fi. So let's get started. Step number one, before even putting these over here, is to connect the printer, in case it's not already the case, to the same Wi-Fi network as the device that you want to receive the results. So quickly, how to do it: you're going to press the home button, go up, go right, and select the Wi-Fi settings by pressing OK. Select Wi-Fi, OK, OK. Select your Wi-Fi network. OK, there is a list here. You're going to pick yours, press OK, then this enter password will be highlighted. Press again OK and type your password and select OK down below once you have typed your password. It's now connecting to my Wi-Fi, and at the end I will get the setup complete with a blue circle and a check mark telling me the printer is now connected. Next, well, I will demonstrate how to do it using my iPhone, but if you have an Android phone, it's the same exact steps. Next step is to open the App Store on your iPhone. You're going to tap on search here and type Epson. Go down and we need to download the Epson Smart Panel app. This one. Open the app. Going to press agree. OK. OK. Again, allow. Next. Select allow while using the app. Next. Select allow. And now tap on your printer ET-3950. Great, it's now connected. Press OK. And the great thing about this app, by the way, is that you don't need to log in with any account. You don't have to give your personal information, your email address, stuff like that. So that's great. When you open the app for the first time, if there is an update available for your printer, it will ask you if you want to install it. And you can press start, and as you see here, it will install it. If you want to do this later, it's fine as well. I'll do it later when I have time, so I'll press cancel. Open the top document feeder, the automatic document feeder. You're going to have a tab over here. If you're going to scan US letter size or legal size paper, you're going to push this gray tab to the extremity. Next, you're going to take your document. Here I have a document. And by the way, this printer is able to scan both sides of the page. This is great. Now this page doesn't have anything, but yeah, as you see, this one has. So you're going to take your document and align it simply by tapping your paper. And now it's important to follow what's over here. So we need to place it with the first page printed facing up. Okay, that's my first page. And with the top of your document towards the left side. And I'm going to push this document all the way in here. In the future, if you have a paper jam, what you need to do is to open this door and you'll be able to unstuck the paper over here. Hopefully it will never happen, but I have to tell you. Great. Now it's time to go on the app. Press the scan button. Where you see document source, select ADF. Then you have scanning side. If your document is only printed on one side, leave it the way it is. But if you have a double-sided document like I do, I'm going to tap double-sided. Select your document size. Mine is a US letter size, so it's perfect, 8.5 by 11. If you want to scan in color or in black and white, resolution, I suggest you keep it to 200 dpi, but if you're scanning something, let's say with pictures, that has a lot of fine details, you can select a higher number. Now, the downside is that it will take a while to scan, especially if you select 600 dpi. and the file will take a lot of space on your phone. 200 dpi is perfect for anything that you want to share online. So I'll leave it like this. And those, well, don't change anything. Don't remove the background. Don't do any automatic rotation. Here, image format, you can select in which format you want it to be. I'll leave it to PDF. Press start and it will start scanning. Since it's scanning both sides of the page, it will scan the first side and it will take it back to scan the other side of the page. So that's why it takes back the paper. If you're only scanning one side of the page, well, it will be a lot quicker, obviously. At the end, we're gonna have all the pages down below. You see, that's the 6th page, but I can scroll and I can view them all simply by tapping on each of them. At this point, the document is not yet saved on your phone. What we need to do is to press next. Give this document a new name if you want. If you wish, you can tap here and delete this basic name, this default name, and give it a proper name. And at the end, you have two options. You can have save if you want to save it on the memory of your phone. And here is a share button. If you tap this share button, you'll be able to share it with your favorite contacts, with the apps that are installed on your phone. And if you want to print whatever you have just scanned, you can also select print over here. Finally, you also have save to files if you change your mind and you still want to save it on the memory of your phone. So this is about it. This is how you use the automatic document feeder. I hope this was useful. If so, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me if I can improve something. Tell me if you liked my video, and I'll see you in the next one.